Let's see the recent maritime accidents. In Ho Chi Minh City waters, the container ship's Resurgence and one HAI 288 collided. The Resurgence made a quick portside turn and struck one HAI 288 portside with her bow at roughly 440 lt, severely damaging her cargo deck area. The collision between the two container ships occurred in the Long Tao River in Ho Chi Minh City. At 9:30 lt, Resurgence started sailing again and berthed beside several tugboats at the container facility. Cargo vessel off Sharjah. In the Persian Gulf, My Princess sunk. According to reports, the general cargo ship My Princess sank on February 11 in Sharjah anchorage in the Persian Gulf. By 3:30 Universal Time Coordinated on February 11, the last AIS was received. The ship departed Dubai early on February 10 and headed north before changing course that day and sailing slowly into Sharjah in the afternoon. There are no other details at this time. Ship Stena Europe is on fire at UK, as the ferry Stena Europe, which had just arrived from Rosslare, Ireland, approached Fishguard Harbour in the UK that evening on February 11. Fire broke out in the engine room. Two tugs helped the ferry safely dock at Fishguard, where passengers boarded without incident and exited without incident. After midnight, the fire, which was considered to be significant, was put out, and the ferry was reported as being unusable. Mahmud Rehim of cargo ship ran aground in Kazakhstan. In the early hours of February 14, the general cargo ship Mahmud Rehimov ran aground at Aktau, Kazakhstan's Caspian Sea. On February 12, the ship was secured in the Aktau anchorage. On February 16, it was still aground. There is no additional data available. SK Friendship, an abandoned Egyptian ship, is anchored in the Bosphorus. On February 16, at around 8 o'clock LT, the general cargo ship SK Friendship experienced an engine failure as it crossed the Bosphorus Strait in a northerly direction on its way to Ismail, Ukraine. After being immediately brought under control, the ship was pulled to Istanbul's Bayikdere harbor and anchored, around 30 minutes after the incident. On February 16 at 1700 hours LT, the ship was still anchored. Elena, a disabled livestock transporter, is dragged to Luros. While en route from Libya to Tuzla, Turkey, the livestock carrier Elena had engine failure in the afternoon on February 15 in the Aegean Sea off Luros Island, Greece. On February 16, the ship was hauled to Laki Bay, Luros, where she was anchored after it was realized that it had drifted perilously near to the island's northern coast. Remained anchored as of February 17 morning. In Gabon seas, the cargo ship Antoinette capsized and sank, unknown cause. The cargo ship Antoinette capsized and sank in the morning of February 16 in the waters off Libreville, Gabon. Everyone on board has been safely rescued. There was presumably some cargo on board the ship. She came from Togo's Lomé. Danish tanker Disabled Biscay is secure, at English Channel, at roughly 12 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated on February 15. The product tanker Biscay was crippled in the English Channel north of Ushant while en way from Rotterdam to Yalova, Turkey. The ship was adrift until 12 o'clock on February 16, when she was towed by the SAR ship Abil Bourbon to the Bay of Douarnenez in Brest. She was docked there in late February. On of February 17, it was still anchored. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions or comments, drop it in comment section. Subscribe to MarinAura for more updates.